Me by Your Name is directed by Luca Guadagnino and it stars Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer. And I guess I'm reviewing this film because actually I saw this film way back in 2017, like it was like the last few days of 2017, and it was on my best of the year list. It was in the honorable mention section, and the reason I'm going to review this film is because obviously, number one, it's a great film and I want to talk about it, and number two, it's that, you know, award season is beginning to kick into gear and we have the Golden Globes, I think tonight, and Call Me By Your Name is one of the big films that have been nominated, and so I want to talk about it. And obviously as time goes on and we get closer and closer to the Oscars, I'm going to get the chance to see more of these films and get a chance to review them. But first we have Call Me By Your Name, and this film is essentially about a boy named Elio who, you know, he lives in Italy and he's just chilling there in the summer, and he has a very nice sophisticated family, and along comes this guy called Oliver, played by Armie Hammer, and he's sort of there to help Elio's dad out with some of his work and stuff, and they start to have a relationship and they start to fall in love, and it's all about them exploring this relationship and exploring what happens before and after and everything around that. And I have to say that Call Me By Your Name is a really good film. I guess we should start off with the acting. I mean, Timothy Chalamet, who before this I've never really seen anything from him. I believe he played young Casey Affleck in Interstellar. He played like McConaughey's son. And in this film, he gives one of the best performances of 2017. He has been nominated for Best Actor in a Drama for the Golden Globes, and I really do hope he wins, mainly because he's really good, but also because he's the only performance I've seen from that category. But yeah, no, he is really good in this film. Armie Hammer gives one of his best performances. This is definitely up there with his performance in The Social Network. The guy is just so talented, and he's a really underrated actor because sometimes he doesn't make the best films, you know, like Lone Ranger, which is just kind of meh, but here he gives a great performance in a great film. And Michael Stuhlbarg, who plays Elio's dad, he's a very underrated actor. He's in Arrival and what else is he in? Hugo. He gives one of the most emotional and heartbreaking and just best speeches I've ever seen in a film here. It's towards the end of the movie. So great. And I have to say that the best thing about this film, and the thing that makes it really unique, is just how realistic it feels. At times I was kind of forgetting that I was watching a film because it really feels like you're just looking at these people and looking at their lives as it unfolds. Very similar to films like Manchester by the Sea that came out last year, or Fences. And sometimes it does feel a little bit boring. You have a scene where Armie Hammer's just explaining the origins of the word apricot. And, I mean, is that necessary? No. But it does contribute to the realism, which I liked. So, yeah, that is probably my only flaw with the movie, is that at some points, because it's so realistic, you kind of lose focus of what the actual movie's about. And you're just kind of like watching stuff happen that might not actually contribute to the story. It's just kind of there. But that's something you don't really see in film, so it is something bad, but it's also something good because it's so damn unique. And the way that sound is used in this film is, again, very realistic, because, for example, if two characters are talking and a car drives by and it gets really loud, they're going to have to raise their voices. It's not just like a car goes by and it's completely muted, and I like that because, again, it adds to the feel of realism, which is something we don't get in movies very often nowadays. And to be honest, I don't think that this is going to be a film that everyone's gonna like, because there are a lot of scenes that are quite uncomfortable to watch. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it is a film that I think most people should see, especially if you're into films. To summarize, Call Me By Your Name is a brilliant film. It is super well directed, and it's very subtly directed, I have to say. Everything about this film feels very subtle. The performances here are some of the best of the year, and I love pretty much everything about this film, and I'm going to give it an A. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, as award season is now kicking into gear, I'm going to be doing a lot more reviews of films that have been nominated, like 3 Billboards, The Post, and all that, that I'm going to get a chance to see. Molly's Game, All the Money in the World, that type of film. So yeah, stay tuned for those reviews, hopefully. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you.